Hi Libra, welcome to Higher Source Tarot for your weekly tarot check for April 19th through the 26th for 2020 for all Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you so much to all of you who have been watching my channel and subscribing, commenting, liking, and sharing. I really appreciate your support, and if you're new to the channel, I would love to have you as a subscriber. And hit the bell if you want to be notified when new videos are posted, which is about every week. However, this week I'm going to offer you a seasonal tarot check, and that's going to be for all the months of May, June, July, and August. So that will be right on the heels of this one in about a day or two. I'll be posting that too. So here we go for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is our weekly energy coming through, and we begin and we go day by day. So we go with Sunday, we've got Strength. Monday, the Hermit. Tuesday, you've got the Nine of Swords. And God, the Seven of Swords keeps showing up. That's Wednesday. I think it's seriously the people losing their minds with the COVID quarantine is what is bringing out this in people. Thursday, you've got Death. Wow, lots of major arcana here. Friday, you have Justice. Geez, Saturday, the Emperor, and then the Fool. Wow, really powerful, Libra. So you've got Leo here, you've got Virgo, you've got Libra, and you have Aries and Scorpio, and you also have some air in here. So I don't know what sign you're dealing with. I mean, it could certainly be any one of those. It could be air, it could be fire, certainly. But yeah, let's get into this a little bit. So you start off here, and you've got that infinity symbol, okay, above the woman's head in the picture. And here she is with her hands in the mouth of this lion. I don't think this is just that you've been binge watching Tiger King, although they did release an 8th episode, for those of you that missed it. But I think it really has to do with your own ability to regulate yourself, to have strength in the time of uncertainty. But I do think for some of you, a little bit more specifically, you may have been waiting on a person and just not sure what was going to happen with this. It may have been for some of you, it might have been a really serious partnership where you've had some distance between the two of you. So you begin, I feel like on Sunday, with this energy of just kind of being in your own power, feeling good, just feeling good about you, about who you've become, about the work that you've put into yourself. And Monday, you have this Hermit, and this is an indication that you're on the right path. So if you've been working on yourself and you know that during this quarantine, you have been doing the right things, like you've been keeping a schedule, you get up, you work out, maybe you take the dog for a walk, you make sure you're taking a shower every day. I know those sound like such trite, mundane things, but there are so many people who have not been doing even that, and they don't feel very good right now. So you're on the right path. You know, if you've been keeping some semblance of order, this is all about, you know, having that guide with a lantern in the night who shows you where to go next. So we all have this. We all have a source within us, and we can allow ourselves to be intuitively guided by that source. All we have to do is quiet our minds, and the intuition and the inspiration will come. So for you, if you've had some uncertainty, now is the time, you know, where you may be trying to find your purpose and your direction. But as you go within and, you know, just quiet your mind, you are going to have clarity. You're definitely going to have clarity. Now, Tuesday, you've got, I think, something that's been weighing on you, maybe just some uncertainty, and you definitely are having a hard time sleeping. It might just be restlessness in general. It's possible it's even something like a storm in your area that's causing people, in your case, just not to be able to sleep very well. Like, hey, did you hear that? But I think that you're just kind of restless in this. There's some restless energy from whatever it is. That's on Tuesday. Wednesday is when we get the Seven of Swords. And again, I mentioned before, this keeps coming up. I definitely think you have somebody where you have to be cautious around them. You know, you have to be careful about even theft right now. Like, I know most of us are not having visitors, but even our mailboxes, somebody coming by and just, it's a minor setback. So it's really a card of just telling you to have some proper precautions, and to just protect yourself a little bit. For some of you too, be careful at work with your ideas, because it's like this person's trying to get away with something, right? He's trying to run as fast as he can with all these swords, but he's looking back behind him because he knows what he's doing is slimy. You know, this is somebody who plays fast and loose with the truth, who lies when it would be easier to tell the truth. They don't have much confidence, they don't have much creativity, and so they try to get by on dishonesty, but liars don't heal, okay? I mean, I've seen it in my own life enough times where their biology is impacted by their lying. And almost always I'll see them pay a huge price. I mean, it doesn't necessarily happen overnight, but I've seen some really dishonest people develop horrendous medical conditions. I would not trade places. Let them slander me rather than be doing that. So you encounter here on Thursday this death card. And this is, again, this is a total transformation card. You have a very transformative energy coming towards you with, both the death card, and then you also have justice coming in. So I do feel like it's all about letting go of something. And it may just be this temporary, whatever happens here on Tuesday, Wednesday, letting go of it so that you don't keep that and hold that constant in your vibration. Because if you do, which it looks like you're going to be okay and be able to let go of it, but if you do, you'll keep attracting more of it. It is law. It is a universal law. So what our thoughts become things. So if you run into some snake, let go of them. Let them slither away. Just let them go. I guarantee you, you will, if you sit back and watch. I mean, I look at some of the people that did some of the worst things to me in my life, and like I said, they developed hideous medical conditions. Do you know what their life is going to be like after this? I mean, talk about a new normal. They're going to be hard pressed to be even able to leave their houses for the next year. I mean, I wouldn't trade that for anything. So, let it go, because justice is going to be served. This is for Friday. I think by Friday you're going to be sitting, and again, this is your own energy. You're going to be in your own power. And there's definitely going to be balance restored. So you get into this kind of middle of the week kind of nasty thing that happens, but balance gets completely restored. And from here on out, for the rest of the week and into the weekend, you have just a very bold, confident energy. It's like I said, things will be resolved. There's balance. I do think it was more work related. I do think for some of you, you have, as you get things really well situated at work, I definitely think you have new opportunities coming in. The Emperor is like, a stoic energy, not necessarily, unless the Empress shows up, a great card for love, because he's very confident and secure, but he's not really, the most emotionally vulnerable person. So in terms of making a full partner, I wouldn't necessarily want this, but I do think it's like you have this confidence. It's like you're closing a chapter here on something where there was some instability, and I don't think it's going to return. With the Death card and the Fool, you have new beginnings showing up. So I do feel like for some of you, with love and where that's concerned, you start off the week and you have a lot of new opportunities coming by the time next Sunday comes around. And there's a little bit of a whimsical, impulsive energy. I mean, talk about a different energy from the Emperor. The Fool is like living in the moment. The Fool is having fun wherever he goes. The Fool is not particularly serious, but it is infinite potential. Okay, next Sunday would be a great day to sit down and very deliberately direct your attention on the things that you want to be brought into your life, because this is a great manifestation card, a great law of attraction card, because anything's possible when you're the Fool. It's all about the soul's journey here. So very nice reading for you, Libra. We'll check out an Abraham Hicks card. Asking it is given. I must be selfish enough to align with well-being. If you are not selfish enough to deliberately align with the energy of your source, you have nothing to give away. Some worry that if they take too much of the pie, others will be left with nothing, while in reality, the pie expands in proportion to the vibrational requests of all of you. So yeah, we made a huge global request, didn't we, to start getting along better? And I mean, there's nothing like a pandemic to equalize every part of the world, right? So I'm also going to give you this Whispers of Love Oracle card. And it's got this really beautiful couple, and they're just gazing at each other, and they're in love. Express love through gifts. A small token of love can convey great appreciation. So this card is, it's basically telling you that gifts don't need to be expensive or even cost money at all, but just showing and making some kind of an effort of appreciation, even like a handwritten note would be great. So like I said, some of you are bringing in with the Fool, you're bringing in new love. And this would be a great time, especially in something like a quarantine. Send the person a card or a handwritten note. Even, I know the Whispers of Love Oracle is really more about romantic love, but even to your friends and family. I have a friend who always sends cards, and they're awesome to get. It's fun to be on the receiving end. Put some of that energy out in the universe and see what comes back to you. I think that you will attract, you'll just feel better and better and attract more and more of what you want. So I love you so much, Libra, and I'll be back shortly in a day or two with a seasonal tarot check.